Hello everyone, it's Jade and welcome to my Sims 4 current household, the Not So Berry Challenge. So we are actually at Gen 4. This is our heir, Giles Grey. I was like, wait, because I know his dad's name's Grayson and so I get Grey. Ooh, anyway. Hello everyone. Hello everyone, it's Jade and welcome to my Sims 4 current household, the Not So Berry Challenge. So in front of us we have Generation 4 heir, Giles Grey. I'm actually really in love with this generation at the moment because I just love their apartment. I love their looks. Kind of love the storyline they've got going with them. So basically I will firstly update you with the previous generation for Generation 3 because that's where we were last time I updated. We were with Leader Lemon, a Generation 3 heir. And let me just get on to the rules for that. So we'll go back to Generation 3. So Alita did master the rocket science. She mastered the handiness skill. She mastered the astronaut career. Like, I had her at level 9 for like a whole week of sim life and she had like 3 days of work and she did not level up once. And then she died. Can you believe that? Level 9, she dies. And I'm just like, you're joking. I can never get my Sims to reach max in their career. And I was just like, no. But I had the death flower because I had actually completed my garden collection. So we had the death flower and luckily one of her sons offered the death flower and she lived. She went to work the next day and she maxed her career. So I was just like, hell yes. She also completed her nerd aspiration, which got her like the ultimate handiness trait where she can just instantly upgrade anything with all of the upgrades on it. So she got that. She did not complete 10 wooden sculptures with the woodworking table as a teen. It just wasn't really a priority to me at the time. She must build a rocket ship and visit Sixum. We did visit Sixum. We did not build the original rocket ship. The original rocket ship that we had in the family was actually from Macy's husband, Reef, in Generation 1. He'd built the rocket, but obviously Macy did do all the upgrades on it herself. Not Macy. Obviously, oh, this is going to hurt me, all these names. Obviously, Lita did upgrade the rocket all by herself. She did all the upgrades on it. Obviously, you do to get the wormhole thingy. I forgot what it's called because it was actually a while ago that I did this. She did enter the secret lot in Oasis Springs, and as of her relationships and meant to be close to her grandparent from Generation 1, obviously Macy was dead when Lita was born. Yeah, like Macy literally died the day before Lita was born. It was so stupid. Anyway, I'm not going to read about that because all my grandparents died before they meet their grandchildren or get to be friends. I think Rain was the closest I got to having grandchildren and meeting their grandparent because at the moment Lita's dead, so my next generation isn't going to meet their grandparent either. So that was Generation 3. So now we have our Generation 4, which is our lovely, oh, you can see his little heir behind us. Anyway, so we have Giles Grey. He has mastered the athletic career, the bodybuilder. It does say in the things. Oh, he just has to master the athletic career. It didn't matter which branch he went in, but obviously since the aspiration was bodybuilder, which he also did complete, that I thought it would obviously go with a bodybuilder extension in the career. Oh my god, I'm so bad with words today. Where am I looking? Here. So he's completed that and he got the, I'll go into the trait that he earned soon. But he has also almost completed a super parent and he's only adult. So officially Giles is my ultimate sim to have completed a lot of crap. And I don't even know how he did this because he's just, let's just praise Giles right now. Anyway, yep, cool, awesome. He's completed his aspiration, he's completed his career and only being an adult. Like he did not die as an elder. Anyway, sorry, I'm just so happy about that. His skills at the moment, he's got level 9 in charisma, which I did get the trait that helps you charisma go up faster. Level 4 in comedy, level 6 in cooking, not so good at DJ. He's mastered his fitness, which he had to. Gardening 4, his parenting's level 8, and he also needs to master singing, and I've been so slack on that. But I've never actually really used the singing, the singing skill at all. So it's been a little harder for me to get into that and to master it, but he's still got, quite a long time before he has to worry about completing all of that. And that's basically all his high skills. his relationships. He's really close with Gage, who is a boss in the criminal career. Oh, super siblings. They hit my heart real hard. I actually want to invite him over because I cannot tell you how much I love Gage. Like, because I aged Gage up too, and then I was just like, I don't actually know which one I want because I wasn't actually getting into too much with Giles because Giles was just at work all the time. But yeah. Did it say he was asleep? Oh, no. Cool. Awesome. Anyway, so he's got some pretty decent relationships. Ooh, here we go. So basically, Pia Plum is his first daughter. We had her to a random sim that he just had like not an affair because he wasn't with anyone. He just had like a one-night stand with her. She got pregnant and then she was just like, I don't want this kid. You can have her. And he was just like, yeah, sure thing. That sounds so stupid. Anyway. But I actually didn't like the sim anymore and I deleted her. So it doesn't actually show Pia having a mother, which is, you know, it's alright. It doesn't bother me at all. But then because he has to have, okay, so back to his needs for this generation. So he needs to have 3 failed relationships before finding a spouse and to marry a neat sim. So that was his first failed relationship. His second failed relationship was with April. So it's very awkward. So how can they be soulmates? What? 2 sims, 1 heart. Just friends, lovers, lovebirds, divorced. So basically he met April and they were just so happily in love, and then he asked her to marry her. Pia was only a child then, and they went to have a wedding on a beautiful like rooftop wedding. So that didn't make sense. I actually recorded that because I was going to make that my update, but I just realized I missed so much of the important stuff out, like all of their traits. Actually, I wasn't actually at the house, so you wouldn't have been able to see how they lived in here. You wouldn't have been able to see all our collections and the inventory and whatnot. So I will probably chuck in a snippet of the wedding because it was really dramatic, because I was like, you know, since we had deaths in our last part, we'll be happy and we'll have a wedding in this one. But it got real intense and I was just like coming up with all these evil plots. I was like, he is marrying April, but he can't be with her. So I was just like, let's make April a bit of a scandalous lady. And she had an affair with Manuel, which is like Manny the Nanny by Little Simsy. And she like had an affair at the wedding because she'd had too many drinks. Giles saw her and then he had a fight with Emmanuel and then, oh yeah, it was great. Yeah. But April at the time was pregnant. Yeah, she was a pregnant bride and it was so cute. I was just like really in love with the wedding and stuff because the lot was amazing. But yeah. So April kind of did exactly what Pia's mum did, and she was just like, you know, you can have the child. Me and Manuel are gonna run away together, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't think they're actually together. But I think he was more fighting for the child. He's like, that is my daughter. That is my child, and I'm gonna have her with me. And of course, since it is his kid, I did want the kid to be in the household. Though I could have just moved her out with April. Let's not worry about that. Anika is Gage's girlfriend. She kind of flirted with us a little bit at their birthday, and I was just like, what are you doing? You are not ruining my relationship with my brother. What is up with that? I think that's basically kind of all the... Damn, he's got such a bad relationship with his mom. A great friendship and a little discipline. Happy childhood. I like these new little things that pop up. But yeah, obviously, because he's not actually interacting with her anymore because, you know, she's a ghost, so he's sleeping when she comes out. They haven't got such a good relationship. Grayson. Oh, him and Grayson are pretty good. Oh, that's so weird. Mike died. What? Mike is Mira's son. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Mira is Rain's sister. Rain is Lita's mother. Okay, we're just going to go into the family tree really quickly so you guys understand what I'm saying. Look at how big it is. We are on the 5th generation. Oh my gosh. So here we have our original founder, Macy Mint Rose, because, you know, hyphenated name. I was going to make all of the founders like hyphenated names with their lovers because I didn't want to change their alliteration in their names. But I also thought, you know, screw it, they can just have their normal name. So I think it's Rain Rose, Lita Lemon Grey. Actually, yeah, I'm totally hyphening. Macy Mint Rose, Lita Lemon Grey. Oh, it's great. But he's not going to get... Oh, okay. I guess that kind of works because Rain doesn't have a hyphenated name because she didn't really She did marry someone, didn't she? Oh, this is how bad it is. No, she did marry someone. They just didn't change their names. She married, Cara... Someone who died at the same time as her. I'm so sorry. Does it tell you? No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Anyway, this is pretty intense. Oh, oh my gosh, just click on, okay. So then we have Giles Grey, Mr. Solar System. That's pretty cool. And then we have his two daughters, Pia Plum and Pandora Plum. How cute are their names? Oh, love them. Anyway, oh gosh, this is where I get like super excited because I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. We've actually gotten through in the generations and it's really rare for me. So we go into his traits. He's active, a slob, a music lover, which he is required to have for the generation. He's a gym rat, long-lived, great kisser, responsible, professional slacker, I said, slacker, and he has a high metabolism and he's also domestic. And what trait does he get from this? Role model. Role models provide bonus character value gain when near toddlers, children and teens. Yes, because, sorry, I just did the biggest breathe in because I'm just talking too fast. He is in a, I think we're actually gonna, can we delete this club? Because we're not friends with Manuel anymore. We were pretty decent friends with him, but you know, they're not so great anymore, obviously, because of what happened. But then at the wedding, I made a joke because, sorry, I'm going everywhere with this. He had a bit of a relationship with Amanda. Amanda is his neighbor, and she's also, when he was an adult, she was an adult. I was just like, this is his older lover at the wedding, and I was just like, oh my god, this reminds me of 50 Shades of Grey. And I was just like, whoa, he should totally marry someone called Anna, and she should be exactly like Anastasia from the book or movie, either. And I was just like, this is great. So that is who I plan him to be with, finally, is a chick called Anastasia, brackets Anna, and they're gonna be together forever, right? Oh, I was just like, such a genius, such good. But yeah, that was my plan for that. Because he is Mr. Grey. Oh, it's great. I also did have everything collected, but then I moved houses and it was all in my household inventory, and then it said that I hadn't collected anything. And I'll just show you a snippet of it now if I edit it in. Are you joking? Oh my god. This happened because I moved houses, didn't it? Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. So it was saying that I had absolutely nothing. So I've had to pull everything out of my household inventory. I pulled it all out in this apartment and just laid it all on the floor. Sorry. I laid it all on the floor, and then I just replaced each item I had with a debug item so I could put it in his inventory to say we had actually collected it. So I had to, yeah. It was intense, man. So it's all in his inventory at the moment. So I had to go re-grab these, and I promise you that we do have the tree. I even have it in our inventory if you don't believe me. Even though there's no reason you shouldn't, because I'm pretty sure I showed it in the last one. But yeah, so we'll just quickly go through here. We have 22 frogs, which is actually less than we had in the last part, because obviously I didn't know what was going on when we moved into Lita's new house. So I had to rebreed all my frogs. So we've got 3 less now. We've mastered the gardening, collected all the gardening except all your little extra stuff that we haven't gone into yet. We've got 19 My Sim trophies, and I usually always get this one. This is like the one that I get every time, and it's just the one thing that I just can't get at this moment. It's making me super sad, but it's alright because we're doing pretty good. We've got all the crystals. We have 10 elements. I think in the last one we had 13 elements, but for some reason it's just it's being really difficult with me, and I still haven't completed it. And I was supposed to complete it on Generation 1, and we had Generation 4. I can tell you, like, every time I got all of these, they would disappear. They'd do that thing where they wouldn't go into the collection slot object. And then I'd have to delete them and retry and create it again. So that was a bit of trouble. So I'm glad that I did the debug thing this time, because I actually got to keep my collection, so I didn't have to restart it. We've got 13 fossils, missing 2. We're missing a common fossil. We don't have any space prints or marker prints. I think we do have some in our inventory, but obviously it's not being collected as so. We've got all the aliens, we've got all the space rocks, because Lita was like going out on the rocket ship every day. No fish, even though I do have 2 fish tanks in their inventory with fish in them, but I'm just not going to worry about that just yet. Like, I'll focus on that more later because at the moment I'm just going through the plot of this generation. Insects, we have 6 from when Lita went to Granite Falls with Rose. Sorry. I have so many screenshots of this, but I'll probably just try add the screenshots from generation 4 in here, like all of Giles's life. All of Giles' life. Oh my god, I'm sorry. We've collected all the geodes. Decorative eggs, obviously not because that challenge is over. Experimental food photos. I don't actually know how to do that yet. Take a photo of experimental food. Yeah, I'll I'll get there eventually. I'll figure it out. Void critters, I did just get... No, when Giles engaged with kids, I used to just buy lots of void critter packs and just open them just so that I could get a bit of that. Sugar skulls we can't do, obviously, because the challenge is not up, so we can't actually go around and collect them. City posters, I had more, but it did that reset thing. Snow globes, I have the same amount of ones that I found. But, weirdly enough, I don't think you can find snow globes here. Oh, that's depressing. That's the only thing about moving here that I'm not too happy about, is that I can't really collect things via the city, or this generation, really. Which is really sucky. But anyway, that is our dearest Giles. Then we will go to Pia, who is his daughter, how I explained her a little bit earlier. I just realised I have so many of these bookcases everywhere. So Pia is obviously the next generation. She has to have genius, non-committal, and dance machine trait. She must be a Renaissance sim, and she has to have multiple careers. She at least has to have fast food, doctor, and entertainer. So she actually has to have a job now. Whoa. I guess we could get her a job. Where is it? Find a job. Get her in that fast food career because she wants to help her dad out, even though they're like rich. They were 120,000, but I did updo the house a little bit. Oh, anyway, sorry, I just got excited to show you her traits. How her emotional control and conflict resolution manners and whatnot were going. It's actually going really well because I've been trying so hard because Giles needs Pia to get good positive traits. I was gonna curse then. To complete, go full parent mode. Oh, anyway, getting sidetracked. To complete his aspiration, he needs her to do really good with her traits. So she's only on the first one because she's literally just aged up last night. I was going to do it while she was a child, but I kind of thought it'd be just as exciting when she is a teen. So she's obviously got her fast food, which will also... She has so many skills that she has to get up. It's insane. So I've put so many skill building objects around the house just to make sure that it's all good. So she's also a B student. She was an A student in school, and she actually completed her Whiz Kid aspiration. So she's got like something gifted, some of that stuff. She's a B in school. Her skills, she's 2 comedy, and that's about it. Her relationship, she doesn't really have many relationships. She doesn't like Amanda, obviously, because that's their neighbours. What? Disliked. Okay. Saya is a person that she goes to school with. I can't confirm if it's a guy or a girl, but I feel like it's a girl. So we're just going to go with that. Anyway. We've got Rain, Manuel, and then you've just got their family above. Her engagement pretty good when she was a toddler, like, because Giles was at work all the time in the morning. So since Gage worked at night, he actually kind of took care of Pia during the day, and it was so cute. I just loved him, and he was just like reading out of bed and stuff, and I was just like, oh, hitting me in the feels. And she's pretty good with her sister Pandora. They were having like a really good giggle just before while she was doing her homework, and Pandora was doing some of her skill. That's the landlord. Yeah. Anyway, inventory, just the basic stuff. She has a diary. I did not know this did emotional control, and I've not been doing great with that at all. So I'm so glad that it's here to help us move up in that. I actually really want to have her max all of the 5 in her emotion stage. I don't know what to call it. What do you call it? Does it say? Her character values. Oh my god. I really want her to get high in all of them, to complete all of them, because she needs to be this ultimate sim with a million skills and to be high in every one of them. So I really want her to be high in those. So she's definitely getting the responsibility and empathy ones. Empathy was easier than I thought it was. responsibilities like just doing your homework and projects, which of course I'm going to make her do so she can, you know, be high in school. Empathy, I got her to volunteer a lot. Manners, obviously, setting the table, clearing up the table, setting the table again, and doing the dishes. Emotional control, I'm getting her to write in her diary a bit more. Conflict resolution, yeah, that's a bit iffy. But yeah, how good is that though? She's a genius, a dance machine. She's a happy toddler, mentally gifted, and a quick learner. So 10 out of 10. Pia's pretty great. And then this is our little our little toddler. Oh my god. We'll just chuck her in a normal outfit so we can see her a bit better. Come on. I love the name Pandora. I think I was going to call her... I can't remember what I was going to call her before she aged up, but it wasn't anything too, like, extreme. It was like Penelope or something. But now it's Pandora and she's cute. Yes. I was thinking about all the kids that he had. Like, I don't want too many kids because I focus less on the kids and then I get distracted and I get more into trying to get everyone's skills up and get them all good, and I don't actually focus on the storyline and stuff like that. But I also do want him to have a son or another child at least. Just so, because the previous generation, she had 2 kids. Like, the mother had 2 sons, and now the son was going to have 2 daughters. And I just kind of wanted to make it a bit more different. Different's my favourite word, isn't it? Okay, so we're just going to do a tour of the house before I freaking run out of time yapping. Oh, I pressed off of it. Okay. So, oh, it's Gage! This is Gage, his brother. Yes. Sorry, I get really excited when I see these two. They were being cool and having like a dance off at his wedding. I'm probably gonna like insert a little bit of yeah, footage from the previous video. But how awesome, actually. Hold on. And he bought Pia a $1,000 camera. $1,600. I'm going to get him to take a pic. Oh, it's probably all the way at the bottom. Take a photo. Take a photo with Gage. Oh, making the feels. And then this is them. Oh gosh. This is them when they were teens. And now it's going to be them when they're adults. Oh, the feels are real. That's him and Pia from just now because I wanted to add them to the wall. Take a picture. No? Oh, rude. Is this take a picture? Okay. Oh, yay! You guys are so cute. Twinning for days. Anyway, back to the house. Back to his house. I used to go through my houses like this, but I don't get... It goes so slow and I don't know how to fast it up. That does not make sense. Make it go faster. Okay, so we really have just our entranceway here, which is just, you know, painting, some shoe racks, some clothing racks. Then you go straight into, like, the large bathroom, the main bathroom. And it's really quite spacious. It just has a lot of the new fitness stuff pack furniture. Yeah. Objects. There we go. And then we'll go over here just to come out into the lounge room and whatnot. There's a piano there for Pia, of course. We go into this room and this is obviously our little Pandora's room. Very kind of light purple and pinks because she's the plum as well. And then we actually go out in. And then we go into here, which is our lovely, pretty bland kitchen. Oh, I just went deaf in one ear. Oh, that's horrible. I didn't go deaf, but like it's got that high-pitched sound. Okay, so never mind. This is our kitchen, our dining room, obviously a lot of the sports stuff back, which I thought was amazing to come out right at the time that I'm on Generation 4 so that he can use it as much as possible. I wanted to use the rock climbing wall, but it meant I would have had to have it upstairs because this is a 3rd level. I actually probably could put it in here somewhere, but I don't think so. Anyway, back to tour before I go too ham. So this obviously was his sports room before he had the other child, before he had Pandora, so he's had to move his gym equipment out into the living room / kitchen. This is the living room. I don't know what I was really doing here. I was just going for a really big book wall kind of thing. Obviously I had to move some toddler stuff out here, our collections, because he needs to practice singing. And this is the lounge room. We don't actually have a fish. We're going to purchase a fish. Oh, we've collected a fish, guys. And we're just going to call you Yas, because I don't know what else. Anyway, upstairs we have our little balcony. Would you call it a balcony? Oh, I'm so bad at words. Yes, we have our little area, our little chest area, some alcohols, some juice, sorry. And then we go into this room, which is Giles. I keep almost calling him Grayson. It's terrible. So he has like a little sitting area out here. He also has his computer and also a walk-in wardrobe and a bathroom all to himself. I'm meaning to put a bit more clutter in here to make it a little bit more lived in, I guess, a bit more full. And then we'll go into this room over here, and this is Pia's room. Very purple, very colourful. I really like it. Yeah, so she's got guitar for learning, computer for learning. What else did she have? Stereo, because she has to get the dance skill. Painting. She could do charisma, violin skill, all that stuff. And this is a little project that she had done when she was a bit younger. And then she also has her own little personalised bathroom. And then I'm probably thinking that when we get another child, or if we have another kid and we don't want to move out yet, because I'll be like really lazy and I'll be like, I don't want to furnish another house. So I will probably just use this upstairs section here that's not actually used really to make a bedroom for the next child, which I hope is a son, but then I'm not really going to be bothered if it's another girl, because it's just going to be a super parent dad with 3 daughters. I want to have 4 kids now. Yes. Oh, that's going to be so many children. Anyway, I think that's kind of really everything that I needed to go over. I'll be leaving it here for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.